Hi guys, welcome to another video of my CRV updates. But about a month ago, I took my car in at the nearby Honda dealership to get an oil change for my CRV. And I asked one of the guys at the service department if he knew anything about the CRV's oil dilution issue. And he said he didn't know anything about it. And that took me by surprise because I told him it was pretty hot on the internet everywhere. Everybody's talking about it right now. But I guess they don't really care unless there's a recall from Honda. And CRVs sold in the Washington state where I live is not eligible for the recall. So I got the oil changed out and I measured the oil level again right after I got home. It was somewhere between low and full marks. I don't have a picture of it since I forgot to take one, but it was somewhere in a correct position. And then moving forward, I was keep measuring the oil level periodically whenever I can. And I've noticed the oil level started to rise again. So I was going through like internet forums, like YouTube videos, pretty much everywhere I can to find out if there's any like actual solution to this issue. And I saw one of the videos somebody posted on YouTube explaining about the same issue as I'm having. And he said he drove about 1,000 miles and the oil level went up by a half inch. That's pretty much the same symptom that as I'm having. And at around 6,000 miles interval, he took his car in for the oil change, just like I did. And it was about an inch higher from the full mark. And then after the oil change, he took the oil sample and sent it in for the used oil analysis. And the report indicated that he had a severe oil dilution, which could not be measured because it was way above the limit that they define as critical. So I believe anything above 5% was known to be severe, but he was basically speculating from the dipstick measurement that he did that the gas might be around like 20% in the oil. So this is just my hunch, but a lot of CRV owners might not know this issue, and they might be just keep driving their cars in this condition. Because in my case, the oil level rises, but it doesn't really impact the engine performance whatsoever. I don't feel any hesitation or feels like someone's pulling the car from behind when accelerating. Basically, I don't feel any issues with it. So, theoretically, this could impact the longevity of the engine, but that's something that we cannot easily prove. Well, Seattle people really do a zipper merge. That's great. Some mentioned that this issue is pretty common on direct injected engines, but I've seen somewhere, according to some standards, up to 3% dilution is acceptable between oil changes. But what CRV owners are seeing is way higher than that, within much shorter distance. And other people said that the car has just too much power for a small engine like this. So basically the gas is getting through the piston rings, hence diluted oil. Not too sure if those are true, but I guess they're trying to think of what the root cause of this would be, since Honda is just keep coming up with workarounds and not trying to make this right. So another thing I've been seeing, and I think it's worth to mention, is that it seems like the oil level does not go indefinitely higher. For my case, the oil level rises up to a certain point, but never goes above where the orange plastic thing is. So probably my car is not so affected by this issue. Maybe it has some of it, but probably the gas gets evaporated during the operation. So the level is somewhat maintained. I'm not too sure. If I had a lot of free time, I would totally invest time on this and try to figure out the root cause and all that stuff, but I'm just too tired to do that. So I even thought of trading in for a Pilot, but fundamentally the MPG difference was immense between CRV and the Pilot. So I decided to just keep this car for a while and see how it goes.